Oh, it's going to be a good day. What's good, everybody? Welcome in to the Early Edge, your daily sports betting brand of record. We are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all sports betting, and it's not close. Why am I in a good mood today? There's a lot of reasons, but first and foremost, I got to take 5 seconds, a tip of the cap to our man EC. Not only is he on a heater, but the man hosted Early Edge in 5 yesterday and did a phenomenal job. Now, Sia has nothing to worry about. Grace has nothing to worry about. But maybe we found a middle reliever. Who knows? Who knows? But I will tell you this. We had another amazing day right here at the brand. Now, normally I would never take X's off the board. But you know my Hinge or Bumble parlay was for fun. Spectre's parlay was for fun. So realistically, we were 8-1 yesterday. 8-1. My guys, girls are absolutely destroying it during a season when everybody else is taking a break or recalibrating or thinking about football. Not us. We've been on the air every single day since December of 2020, and we're not stopping now. And one of the reasons that we're here every single day, one of the reasons that we love this so much is that we pick you up and you pick us up. But you guys know this is a special day. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're brand new to this brand, welcome. You have just entered Big Pick Energy Friday. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, my goodness. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? Now, I'm going to tweak it just a little bit. The sniper is here. The counselor is here. Proppy is here. M squared is here. But ladies and gentlemen, the reason we name this Good Morning exclusively to Chip Patterson. Good morning, Chip.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, Sniper. Good morning, M squared. Good morning, Proppy. Good morning, Sia. And oh, yeah. Good morning, Early Edge fam. I need y'all. Do you know what 80 minutes of playoff hockey is like? Do you understand how much clenching there has been in my body? Do you understand the lack of sleep? But I am here for you, and I am fired up. Kane's going to get him in game 2, and I'm good to be with y'all. This is the positivity I need.
Let's go. Let's go. Do you want to do that work right there? I didn't think so. By the way, I woke up 3 different times, and the hockey game was still on my TV. My goodness. Did you guys hear what the in-arena announcer said?
He said, I'm sorry. Yeah. I was there. Coach, I was there. It was ridiculous. Like
you went to the game?
Yes. Dude.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that.
It was not hockey by the end of it. You know, like, you know, it was like, oh, sweet Lord, Chuck, please end this. You know, like, just please.
Did you stay till the end?
No. In between the 3rd and the 4th overtime. I live like 10 minutes from the arena, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm dying.
Oh, my God.
Let me say that again. In between the 3rd and the 4th overtime, during the 18-minute intermission that they also had between regulation and all the other overtimes.
Oh, my goodness.
That's great.
Incredible. But you are fired. Yeah, but you said you need the people. We all need the people. So let's jump right in because we've got a full board today. And tonight, game 2. And the Celtics, dare we say it, in a must-win. And M squared, we're going to start with you. The number is 9. The total is 216. Where are you leaning in this game, sir?
I've got to lean to the Miami Heat side with the number at 9. I do recognize that this series is likely to produce some pretty volatile results just because of the number of three-point attempts in the game on both sides here. But however, I make the number 6, which is still a big number. It's still, you know, a clear favorite on the Celtics side. But this number all the way up to 9, I got to lean on the Miami Heat side. The game should be competitive. The way NBA games are officiated, it typically leads to competitive games. Just all comes down to three-point shooting variance in this series. But I'm going to lean with the points here when you're giving me almost 10.
It just feels like way too much yet again. Counselor, talk to me.
Yeah, I think the public is going to be on the Heat here because it's such a big number, and therefore the Sharps are going to be on the Celtics. But I'm not afraid to fade the Sharps, to be honest with you. I know I'm wearing Celtics green, but we talked about it last time. The Miami Heat, the unquantifiables, they really showed up, right? They were down big, and then they come back because of Spoelstra, because of Jimmy Butler. 9 points is way too many. Listen, I know it's crazy, but I could see the Heat winning this one too. It's not something I'm going to bet, but this is the type of team that will surprise you over and over again. It's the Heat culture. It's the South Florida culture. We saw it with the Florida Panthers. These South Florida teams are beating everybody. and they're the dogs every single time. We got to notice at some point these teams are equivalent to the teams that we think are dominant.
And every single time that Jimmy Buckets says after his game when he has 28, 12, and 8, and he goes, we really don't care what y'all think about us. Are we going to start believing Jimmy Buckets? Because they don't care what we think about them. So, Propstarz, let me come to you. Where are you leaning in this game, sir?
With all due respect to my guy, Jimmy Butler, my favorite player in the NBA, I like Boston here, actually. I think this is a bounce-back spot for them. I think we saw the blueprint in Game 1 in that first half. I think we're going to see more of that. We're going to see more Marcus Smart in the second half as well. I think we're going to see more spacing from the Celtics as well. I just don't anticipate the Heat shooting 51% from three either.
Dustin says hit a plus 1,400 parlay with yesterday's pick. Been a great week to be part of the SportsLine family. Thanks, guys. No, Dustin, thank you very much. Chip, where are you leaning here?
Do not trust the Boston Celtics with their rookie head coach. You've got a rookie head coach in the Eastern Conference Finals against a proven coach that has won championships and has retooled a roster and continued to make runs at winning at the highest level in the playoffs. I am seeing a rookie coach crack under pressure. I am seeing a roster that has continually been untrustworthy, break down, blow leads. This is who they are. Don't trust the Celtics with 9 whole points. Will they win? I don't know. Maybe. They definitely have the backs against the wall, but the Heat are not going to be a team that roll over. So I love being able to take the Heat all those points. I think it'll be a low-scoring grinder, so give me the dog.
There's also, I think, been some issues with the coaching and I heard somebody say it about Joe Mazzulla, that he has ignorance and arrogance when it comes to his approach to the game. You guys saw the post-game press conference. No, we were ready. It was one quarter. No, we were ready. It was one quarter. Then you weren't ready for the whole 4 quarters. That was the whole point. Sniper, let me come to you. Where are you leaning on this game?
Oh, wow. I was sleeping with my eyes open because it's basketball, and I don't know anything about basketball.
Yes, you do.
I'm from Indiana. I've even got a Pacers hat right there. You know what? I'm going to go with the Celtics. They lost game 1. They're at home for game 2. I think, as Coach said, it's kind of a must-win game for them. I think you're going to see Jason Tatum. Is that it? Yes.
Oh,
you're going to see Jason Tatum step up with a big game. Look, just the way that they blew out, that they got the blowout win in game 7 in the previous round against the Sixers. I feel like they're in for that kind of effort at home with the home crowd behind them in the Garden there. So I'm going with the Celtics. And also 9 to me feels like, I do watch mostly college basketball. It feels like one of those lines where if the team's up by like 6 points and it gets down to where the opposing team starts fouling, and then right when they get in the 9 range, that's about when the other team says, screw it, we're not fouling anymore. So maybe that's about what'll happen there.
There's a lot of Nuggets fans that are going, why didn't they keep fouling last night? Second straight game with the hook. Oh, my goodness. Second straight game with the hook. So, see, you got a little bit of everything right there. So we say this all the time here on the show. If you're brand new, use the information and use it for yourself. You want to play the Celtics? You got information. You want to play the Heat? You got information. You want to play the side? You got information. Educate and entertain. That's what we do here at the Early Edge. Now, we have been taking over another platform, and we are not going to stop until the Early Edge is dominating every place here at CBS and also every place outside of CBS. But where are we all the time? Here.
Get breaking news.
Big news coming out of the NFL today.
Highlights and instant reactions.
The largest final round comeback in tour championship history. We're down to the final 4.
I just want to take time to analyze greatness.
Talk winners and losers with a guy who's already a big winner.
CBS Sports HQ. It's all sports all day long.
David said Matt's inner buckets is showing. I don't know if that's a compliment. Oh, I don't know. But this is his wheelhouse, and this is where the sniper goes first. So it's time to play that ever-popular game. Pick the prop, and Aaron Judge. There's a reason he's plus 250. He's hit 6 home runs in his last 6 games. He's catching fire. So, sniper, are we going Aaron Judge, Mike Trout, or Bryce Harper?
Yeah, anytime you see those 3 on the screen, it's just music to my ears because I'm always good with any of those 3 picks for a home run. But as you said, 6 home runs in his last 6 games for Judge. Going to Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Looks like the weather's going to be really nice there. I was only just looking outside, and I'm in the Midwest, and I'm close to Cincinnati. I don't actually know the weather report. I'm just assuming it's going to be nice there. And the conditions there are always ripe for a home run, especially with that Reds pitching staff going with Ben Lively as a starter. I don't think he's going to get that deep into the game. So, yeah, I'm all over Judge tonight.
No, Sniper, you ask about the weather, you shall receive. Mikey, you're up next.
Yeah, it's going to be Aaron Judge for me. As far as the weather, it's fine there. It's a neutral game, real baseline average for Cincinnati, which means it's the best environment in all of Major League Baseball to hit a home run. No park has been more friendly for home run hitting than Great American Ballpark. Very friendly matchup. Of course, they're on the road. Judge hitting second, being on the road with a winning team, flipping that lineup over for a guaranteed ninth inning team at bat. Pretty critical in this spot. Gives them an extra at bat almost for sure. In this particular game. So I'm going to go there. As far as Trout, can't go there against this particular matchup personally. And Harper against Stroman, I think the power is certainly there, but I'm going to take Judge here.
Yeah, right now, coming off Tommy John surgery, I just don't know how much confidence I have in Bryce Harper either. By the way, Trout and Shohei Ohtani hit home runs yesterday in their win in Baltimore. All right, Sia, talk to me.
Yeah, it's Aaron Judge for me at plus 250. I do want to point out Bryce Harper at plus 390, I think is at least a decent number against Stroman. Now that's a little contrary to the pick I'm going to give out in a little bit, but I do think Bryce Harper has the power. It's a good matchup against Stroman, especially considering he has struggled a little bit, especially in his last outing against the Twins.
All right, very good. Proppy, you're up.
I've been very impressed with Bryce Harper since returning from Tommy John surgery. Love him at plus 390. Not the best matchup for Stroman, but let's go Bryce Harper.
Look at you guys feel like Proppy's all business this morning? All business. Oh, we're developing a new prop star. This is business Proppy. We'll call him business Proppy. All right.
Corporation Proppy.
Corporation Proppy. I got you. Have I missed anybody? I don't. Oh, Chip. What do you like today?
I love learning. I love learning on the early edge. And one of the things that I've learned over the last maybe like year or two has been M Squared talking about that guaranteed ninth inning. When you're looking for overs, when you're looking for team totals, and yes, when you're looking for those home run props, always looking at the visiting team. I'm telling y'all, early edge fam, we soak up as much from each other as you get from us. It is an incredibly rewarding experience. And it's one of the many reasons why we always come. We go Aaron Judge.
I got so many tweets last night about that exact thing. And sometimes it can get a little, I don't know, in your feelings a little bit. But we're creating, and we've been creating an incredible environment and community of people that just want to be a part of something really good, educate and entertain. Knowledge is power, but we do it together. That's what we do. Thank you, Chip, very much. Now, coming off of, like I said, 8-1 day, this week has been phenomenal. But we're only as good as our last day. So, let's get to our board, but not before we hear from one of our incredible partners.
Europe's most exciting title race continues with world-class clubs, legendary rivals, and unbelievable goals.
Brilliant! What a goal!
The Serie A lives here on CBS Sports Network and streaming live on Paramount+.
You guys probably didn't know because he's so good at giving his takes that Mikey went around his pick because he has one right here, right now. So M Squared, if you don't mind, start us off, sir.
Yes, Coach. We are starting big pick energy with your favorite thing. An under really sets the tone here for the show. Give me the under in the NBA game tonight. Celtics Heat. This number's at 216 right now. It's a pretty strong adjustment from game one. Game one opened at 210, was bet to around 212.5, 213. That's exactly where I make this number is 213 right now. I just think the number is so big when you consider what's on the line. First of all, this is an absolute must-win game for the Boston Celtics on their home floor. Then you look at the two teams' defensive ratings. They've been so good defensively, both of these teams. That's really a large reason why they're in this position, really, to begin with here. And then Miami, you look at how well they shot from three. We do not expect them to shoot over 50% on the road in this particular matchup. Look for some lineup changes here. Robert Williams is a great player. I think the Celtics are actually going to be better and better defensively without him on the floor in this particular matchup, just the way that they can space the floor and cover some of the perimeter a little bit better here. So I think we see some of those changes tonight. Either way, I think that this number is a little too inflated. We definitely will see games in this series where we have a first to 100 wins kind of game. That's what I'm projecting here tonight here. So we're going under the 216.
A lot of great information. Can't argue with any of it. But my girl Rebecca said it best. Coach loves a good under about as much as a BTTS. No. So true. Mikey, can you help our girl Allison out in the chat? She says, I played a little same game parlay, which is your specialty. Tatum, at least 30 points. Celtics on the money line, plus 120. Is she mad?
Those events are mostly correlated. I think that the Tatum number you have to be a little careful with, just because you have Marcus Smart who has the ability to score. You've got Jaylen Brown who has the ability to score. At times, I expect him to go to the hot hand just a little bit, but I do lean in that direction still. I think the number is really close on Tatum over 30 plus, though.
So, Allison, you are not mad, and you've got M squared's validation. Make that play, which I think you already did. All right, Counselor, I saw you tweet out this morning, and sometimes when a first round doesn't get completed, we have a nice little bonus when we wake up, and we had a little bonus from you because you had a three-way in golf, and then it cashed this morning. So you're already 1-0 today. You're up next, sir.
Yeah, it cashed this morning, and Patrick Rogers, who helped us cash, he actually teed off before this show started. I know a lot of people jumped right back on that same three ball. It's not a play for this show because it already teed off, but I do like that play. So for those of you that jumped on it again, I think you're in pretty good shape against Ben Taylor and Russell Groves. But my play is actually going to baseball here. I'm going to take another first five play, of course, and it's going to be Cubs first five plus a half a run. There's a little juice here at minus 140. And if it's up to like minus 145, this is at FanDuel. If it's up to minus 145 or minus 150, I would abandon the plus a half run at that point and simply take the first five money line for the Chicago Cubs. Here, I just like the pitching matchup more than anything. I realize Stroman struggled. He's actually struggled a little bit over the last few games after a hot start to the season. He was really bad against the Twins last game, but I think the market is overcorrecting a little bit. I still think the Cubs should be the favorite in this game, and they're not, whether it's first five or the entire game. The Phillies are the favorite. I just don't trust Ranger Suarez, frankly. And I know the Cubs are really good against lefties, so I'm kind of focused on that. I'm focused on the pitching matchup. And by the way, Nico Horner is likely back in this game. I'm not so sure about Cody Bellinger. That's a 50-50 proposition as far as I can see it. But I still like the pitching matchup. I still like the bats against Ranger Suarez. So give me the Cubs first five plus a half at minus 140.
Sia, you use the word trust. Do you know who else trusts you specifically? Trent.
My mom?
Well, yes, probably your mother does too. Yes, that would be a good answer. But my answer is Trenton, because Trenton says Sia's FanDuel alternate of backing Eric Cole's three ball yesterday is the exact reason you watched this show live. And Trenton, I got to tell you, we actively look for spots because nothing drives me nuts more than getting a tweet, somebody saying, oh, the recap screen was wrong. Well, did you watch the entire show? Or did you just go to the recap screen? Because you missed a ton of great content. Mm-hmm. We do that on purpose. We want you to watch this live. It's important for you to watch this live or on demand, but watch the whole show. Sia Nejad, as always, thank you very much. Now, business or corporate proppy? I mean, we'll start a whole makeover with that thing. But today, we got to start with the bare bones. Just the bare bones of corporate proppy. You're up next, sir.
All right, Coach. We're going to fade Jimmy Butler here. Bit of a contrarian play. We're going to go under 5.5 assists. You can find this around plus 105, plus 110 on some books. Listen, I love Jimmy Butler, but I just think this number is a little bit too high for him. He's been held under 6 assists in 7 of 11 playoff games this season. I think the number is a little bit inflated based on that Knicks series. The Knicks exclusively doubled Jimmy, and as a result, he was happy to find his teammates, and you saw him average 6 assists in that series, and as a result, this number is a little bit higher than it should be. Boston is not going to do that. They also give up the fewest assists in the NBA, only 22.7 per game in the regular season. That translates to the playoffs as well. With Mike liking the under, this being a paced down game, I think a good chance that Miami finds themselves playing from behind as well. I think Jimmy's going to have to score more, look to play make less in that scenario. There's also some blowout potential as well, with the Celtics being 9-point favorites. I just think this is a bit too high for Jimmy. Give me under 5.5 assists.
Everything is correlated. Everything is correlated. See it real quick. Got to come back to you. Thagala plus 115 in a 3-ball over Zach Johnson and Kurt Kitayama.
Oh, I actually like that. I didn't see that at the books I looked at, but I think I would go in on that one.
Okay. Very, very good. By the way, it's Kitayama. Trust me on that.
Not Kitayama?
No, it's not Kitayama. It's Kitayama. Kitayama. Yeah. I got yelled at by the PGA Tour. That's how I know. That's how I know. All right. Sniper. I love having you on the show so much. But not as much as the people at home, because every single day, where's the sniper? Where's the sniper? Well, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. You're up.
All right, we are going to be just in Pittsburgh tonight because we're going to focus on Zach Gallen. He has been arguably the best pitcher in baseball to this point, taking on the Pirates. And while their record, if you just glanced at the standings and you didn't know the context behind it, might look, oh, hey, the Pirates are a good team and they're at home. Well, they started 20-8. And everybody knew that was an anomaly. They weren't that good. They were hitting far too well in April. They took a lot of advantage of the stolen bases with the new rules. They've lost 12 of their last 15 right now. And also, since they've won 2 of their last 3, we don't have to worry about too much evening out factor there. So I really, really like the Diamondbacks to win this one. We're going to hone in on Zach Gallen. Again, one of the best pitchers in baseball at this point. Diamondbacks are 7-2 in his starts. He is 6-1. So he's been the winner in 6 of his 9 starts. So I'm going to take Zach Gallen to get the victory. He's obviously going to go at least 5. I like him to go 7 probably. And he's really going to stifle the Pirates offense that has hit 193 with a 274 on base percentage in May. One of the ways, as I mentioned, that the Pirates would score runs in April when they were winning games is they lead the majors in stolen bases. But you can't steal if you don't get on base. Zach Gallen is the best in the majors at keeping guys off base with his National League best whip. And also, even if a few guys do get on base, the Diamondbacks have the highest caught stealing percentage from behind the plate in baseball at 46% of runners thrown out. On the flip side, the Diamondbacks do run as well. They are not going to be facing quite as much of resistance when it comes to the Pirates. Johan Oviedo, walks have been a big issue for him. He's probably going to put a lot of guys on base. Even if he's not in the game anymore, the Pirates bullpen has walked 22 in 45 2/3 innings in May. And Pirates catchers, I said 46% caught stealing percentage for Diamondbacks, 14% on the Pirates end. The Diamondbacks are going to run wild when they get on base tonight. So not only do I like Zach Gallen to keep the Pirates down, I like the Diamondbacks to score a lot of runs. That means we're going with the run line. And I tried to find a same-game parlay on at least 3 different places right before the show. Maybe it's up now. I would look for that. But for now, I like them both individually. Zach Gallen to get the win and the Diamondbacks to cover the run line.
So good. Educate and entertain, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we do here. Educate and entertain. Quickly, Greg wants to know, is there any other home run prop, Sniper, that you like that wasn't on the board today?
I would always take a look at Yordan Alvarez. They're at home. They're facing the A's. Might get 4 or 5 at bats at least. As bad as the A's are, the Astros can probably score some runs. So I hadn't checked on everything on that yet, but Yordan's always a good one.
Always a good one to lean into. All right. Now, incredible questions. By the way, shout out to Pete. Everybody say, what up, Pete? In the chat, please. He says,
what up, Pete?
What up, Pete?
There you go, Pete. See?
As long as it's not Pete Rose, then I'm taking away the what up.
Well, it would be on brand. This is a gambling show. He says, I never get to watch live. I'm a mailman, and I usually watch and listen on another platform. I'm off, and I'm on my way to Oak Hill. Have a good time at the PGA Championship. That's phenomenal.
Nice.
Thank you for listening and watching, and hopefully not wrecking as you're typing as you're driving to Oak Hill into our chat. Oh, I see how that went there. Okay. Now, incredible show so far. But you guys know the beginning is only as good as the end, or the end is only as good as the beginning. But our end is always phenomenal on Big Pick Energy Friday. So I will just simply get out of the way. Chip Patterson, as always, the floor is yours.
Yeah, let's go to the PGA Championship, the aforementioned major championship at Oak Hill, and let's talk about guts And I'm not talking about guts like, do, you have it. And I'm not talking about guts like in terms of your resolve or what you're going to be able to do to overcome adversity, though that is important. I'm talking about the guts of a round, because sometimes the numbers at the top of the scorecard don't tell you everything. And sometimes trying to be able to diagnose what happened doesn't show you everything. So I'm looking at Brooks Koepka. And honestly, if you want to jump in on Brooks Koepka at that wild number that he is for outright, I don't hate that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on a head-to-head round 2 matchup against Justin Thomas. You can find this over at DraftKings Sportsbook. So rough start, rough finish, but in the guts of Brooks's round, I think we saw some things that we can work with. He was a whole stroke better tee to green than Justin Thomas, and that's why he was bleeding out strokes on approach. So I think that with the conditions being rough, with an off-the-tee advantage that he has over JT right now, I like Brooks being able to go over JT. I thought about flirting with a little 3-ball in where he's got a lot of value against Scheffler over at Caesars, but let's go with something that we think that we can win and not something that we're just hoping will win. So we go Brooks minus the short number over JT.
Yeah, we don't want to bet with hope. And the way Scheffler looked yesterday, I mean, no mistakes. That was as close to perfect golf as you can have. And isn't it fun to watch Brooks Koepka when he's healthy? When he's actually healthy? You know, he's got a lot of game when he's healthy. By the way, shout out to Peggy. She says, male men and male women rock. Yes, they do, Peggy. They do. Now, many of you have been asking because yesterday, a little added bonus, a little added cash, Eric Cole. So, Sia, I know I'm putting you on the spot, but is there anything else you're leaning into this afternoon?
This is really good synergy, by the way, because Chip has that Koepka play. If you follow me on Twitter, first of all, if you don't follow me on Twitter, shame on you. But if you follow me on Twitter late last night, I actually tweeted out a few live outrights. Brooks Koepka was among them at 46-1. It was Brooks Koepka. It was Sahith Theegala at 120-1. And I'm trying to remember the third one, but go to my Twitter. Oh, it was Tony Finau at 46-1 as well. So just a few sprinkles in the live outright market. So I do like that Brooks Koepka play, but I'll give you a 3-ball. This is not an official play. This is something I looked at, but kind of looked off of, but I do think there might be some value at a plus number. It's a 3-ball with Mark Hubbard at plus 105 versus Dean Burmeister and Anthony Cordes. Plus 105, Mark Hubbard. This doesn't go off until 2:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's just a lean, but I do like how Mark Hubbard hit it yesterday, and I do think he is the better player. Maybe not the best course fit, but the better player over Burmeister and Anthony Cordes.
100% he is. That's a great play that you just found. By the way, LaMelo, I'll answer this one. Bryson over Keegan today. No, Keegan, this is his tournament. He got the 3 under twice yesterday. 3 under, went back to even, got back to 3 under again, twice. The only player to do that. Take Keegan over Bryson. That was an anomaly. Bryson will not have another good day. I can promise you that. All right, grab your paper. Grab your pencil. Here is the recap, courtesy of the Snake. Always on the 1s and the 2s. M squared, 1 play today, and I encourage you to listen. Heat-Celtics under 216. Proppy, 1 play correlated. Jimmy Butler, let's go under the 5.5 assists. Plus 105. First 5, Sia tells you Cubs are the play, plus the half a run. That means a tie ball game. After 5, we cash, minus 140. Then the sniper, 2 big plays. He gave you incredible information today. Zach Gallen to record a win. As long as he goes 5 and they win and they're ahead when he leaves, we cash. Diamondbacks minus 1.5 on the run line as well. Then Chip, 1 play, round 2, PGA Championship. Brooks Koepka, he's a 2-time champ over our defending champion, Justin Thomas, who hasn't won since last year's PGA Championship. As always, we're here twice a day, every single weekday. Catch Early Edge and 5 today at 4 p.m. Eastern Time for more best bets for the night in sports. An incredible day for my crew, an incredible day for you at home. So with all that being said, there's only one thing left to do, and I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, Lobo, M squared, Counselor, Sniper, Corporate Proppy, and, of course, our main man, Chip Patterson. I am simply the coach. Snake on the 1s and 2s. We're just trying to keep this train on said track. We grind for you. And, damn it, do we love doing it. So we can win with you. 8-1 officially right here at the Early Edge. Good luck.